Hello, welcome back to Little House in the Big Woods. Today I thought I'd come to you and talk about work on the homestead or work on your property. It's September already and we've not finished chopping all our wood. We have wood to be cut. We are cleaning out animal pens, getting shelters built better. Also having to build a shed because it wasn't here. Things have gotten pushed back because my husband hasn't had time, and so we're trying to work hard. So these next few months we'll be steadily working, trying to get ready for winter before those big snows come. And we don't have what we need because once winter comes, everything is covered up. You can't find anything. So it's better to be prepared than not prepared. So this being our first year here, although it'll be the second winter because we moved in the winter, we are trying to get things organized the best we can. But you can see here this mess chopping wood creates. We go out and get our own wood, so we don't like to burn the bark because it just creates more ash, makes more mess in the house. So we try to take the bark off, but you have to do something with it. So that leads us to our wood chipper. That is something we didn't have to have before, but it's necessity here if you want to keep things picked up. The pine cones, branches and stuff like that falling off these big pine trees here, so yeah. So this is what, we have to get the rest of this chopped so that we have at least more than half of this full with wood to last us through the winter. So we do have quite a bit of wood we still have to chop and get in here. So it's always a work in progress when you're getting ready for the next year. But I wanted to talk about something else too, and that is the generation before us. Most of the generation before us, we have my mother-in-law staying with us now, and she worked. She's 75 years old, and she worked until probably about a month ago. And once she quit working, it was very difficult for her. It's something that she'd always done to take care of her family. Once her family moved out, it was something that she did to keep her busy and to keep her mind occupied. When her family wasn't there to visit her, her husband passed away 7 years ago, so she's been alone. And we would visit weekly, at least try to visit weekly, but when you're by yourself, there's not a lot you can do. So she worked, and she's had a hard time, getting back into the swing of things, but it seems like she's enjoy being up here in the big woods and helping us get things together. Back in her day, she was a migrant worker, worked in the fields, and they did a sun up to sundown. And I don't know if you've ever seen the migrant workers in your areas, but it's a very tedious job and not one for everyone. And we do still see occasional migrant workers, but they've made it really hard for farmers to hire out migrant workers. So there's not a lot of them. A lot of people don't like to do it anymore because it's just hard work. But organic farming is one of those ways to have migrant workers or migrants, work in the different fields and stuff. And I'm not just saying migrant workers, but some people, that's just what they do. They go from one season in one area to work, and then one season in another area to work, and that's what their life has been built around. And there is some benefits to that. You have family that live in one area, family that live in another area, so you can work your schedules around that and be able to see other, family members. So, giving her, we are constantly having work to do. If Even if it is not work that needs to be done, if she's happy doing it, I'm happy to let her do it, as long as she doesn't get hurt. But it gives her fulfillment and helps her feel like she's doing something, because when she was at home, what can you do? She didn't have anything to rake up. There was things to water, but when you feel like you're a part of something, a part of a family, you're part of the being, you're part of the reason why your family's succeeding, it's a little bit different. So when you have that togetherness and that work that you do, you are part of the solution, not part of the problem. So therefore, when it comes to work on the homestead or your property, whatever you might call your place, when we work together, it's a thing our family creates together. We get wood together, we chop the wood, everybody takes the time to go get the wood in the winter to bring it to the house to stack the wood. So it's not just preparing for the winter. There's things that you gain just by being part of that solution. So back, I always, I don't know, I feel, I call myself an old soul, because I feel like I should have been a part of a couple generations before. So anyways, so what I'm trying to say is, it's more than just chopping wood. It's more than just getting the plants out of the garden. It's more than watering the garden. There is a self-fulfillment when it comes to taking care of your property, taking care of your family, because you get a whole circle that comes around. My mother-in-law has been able to fulfill one of her needs, to be valued, to be needed, to have worth, and she does not like to just sit on the couch. She says she's lazy if she's just sitting on the couch. These are her retirement years, but she's just used to working so hard all the time. So I guess I just, and a lot of people probably know that and realize, that there's more to it than just work. So anyways, I thought I would just put that out there, and just, it brings a warm feeling that we as a family can help her be, more productive in what she wants and what she needs. So anyways, if you have somebody out there that, is struggling, maybe have them come help you for a day. See how that helps you and helps them at the same time. Alright, well, thanks for stopping by Little House in the Big Woods, and I hope to see you again on the next video. Got to get some work done. Thanks, goodbye.